Hi guys, I'm Martikor, and at this point we're waiting for Alvin to get a wand to propose to Vancy. I will give him about 2 days, I think, to spawn this wand, and if it doesn't happen, I will just force them. Morris wants someone to get engaged. Oh wow. Okay. Oh, Alvin wants to befriend Vancy's family members. That's really nice. Amania wants to get a job in journalism, which is so unlike a teenager to have, like a want for a specific job. But she is going to be in education, and I will actually give her a degree when she grows up. Today in the evening or tomorrow in the morning. Probably today in the evening. Since she's not the heir, I can't be bothered with actually going to college. But for a job and education in which she is technically supposed to succeed, like be in a high level, I guess college education is kind of required. I know Laurel doesn't have a degree and she is in education, but with Sims born in this family, I would like to do it right. But without the extra effort, obviously. Hi, Rain. Oh yeah, we don't have to greet you. I keep forgetting. She's so outgoing that she just barges in. And the stick, of course. Okay, Alvin befriended both Amania and Laurel, just like he wanted. Now he wants to be best friends with them, which kind of makes me think of the popularity aspiration, but his secondary aspiration is family. Although family Sims also want to make friends. He also wants logic level 3. That's doable. He was supposed to be in law enforcement, but he already looked for a job, so we will have to do it tomorrow. Okay, some people are hungry, so I guess it's cake time. And the secondary for Amania will be fortune, right? Oh, beautiful. Also, you guys told me something pretty interesting, that black hair, as in the hair that black people mostly have, is actually pretty thin. It's very, very curly, but when you straighten it, it's actually thin. So I didn't know that. I always think of darker hair as being naturally thicker, but I guess it doesn't actually apply to this kind of hair. So I said that Amania will have black hair but straight, like this is a very weird combination of genes, something that probably happens once in a million, but her hair shouldn't actually be very thick due to that. I think I will give her this. This hair is not super straight, but it's somewhat straight. I like her looks too. I want her to reproduce, okay? She will live with Rain at some point, but I don't think this is gonna be in this gameplay. I still haven't caught up with Rain exactly. I think I have like 6 days more to go. And Rain is actually best friends with not only Morris, but also Laurel and Amania. But with Vancy, she's like, whatever. So maybe this arrangement is actually good, because if Vancy were to live with her, that wouldn't really make that much sense since they don't really have a relationship. And if Amania is close with her, Rain can be like, yeah, just come live with me. Also, I did a lot of things with the other families, so I wanted to do an update in this episode. There were a lot of calculations, and I finally got the Backman family to actually have a certain age for each sim, because I was getting pretty lost in it. So I decided what age each sim is. And I have a little note of that. You can see that Wade and Brock look pretty much identical on the pictures, especially that the pose is also the same. But Wade was actually blonde. Of course, as an elder, he had gray hair, but he was blonde, so that was a pretty significant difference between them, because Brock had black hair. But as elders, they looked pretty much the same. So when it comes to Randall, he is actually married to Harley, the beautiful Harley. So Harley is now Laurel's sister-in-law. That's fantastic. And they have a son, Jamie. Of course, it's after James, who is still alive, but his wife is not. And Brock and Mary Lane are also dead, because it was definitely time. And Jamie looks like Harley pretty much. He just has a little bit of a darker skin. And I gave him afro-textured hair, even though he's blonde. So he's super cute. So the rest of the Backman family, there are a lot of them. So this is Claire now. She is actually close to becoming an adult already. She was a toddler in the previous episode. Like, it was so much behind. And Tamika also has another kid named Wayne, and he is very similar to Jace, really, when it comes to face features. Claire is, I think, 1 year younger than Amania, actually. So after this episode, I will have to go to those families again and make her an adult. And Tyler married a townie, and he has a son named Cooper. So Randall is the only one who carries the name Backman now. So Harley's last name is now Backman. Because Rhonda's name was Fratster, and we have a lot of Fratsters here now. And Brock had one daughter who became a Genesee, obviously, and only Randall who had the Backman name. Yeah, so that's it. Bad box, upgrade sim, maybe psych? They always have graduated with honors if you do it, but that's fine. But she wasn't great in school, so in that case it doesn't really make that much sense. But I didn't do well in school either, but when I went to university it got so much better. I wasn't like a straight A student at university, but I was very, very okay. Technically there is still place for Amania even if a child appears. But she will move out to start her own family at some point. She is a few years younger than Vancy, so she still has time. But she will just move in with Rain after I catch up with that other family. And from that point, I will just find her someone and try to do something with her. No education and no law enforcement. Vancy wants to repair her whole bathroom. And she gained a mechanical point that she actually needed for work and didn't want to learn, but she learned anyway. Now she wants more. Yeah, I don't think you can actually do it. I don't think you have the skills for that. Unclogging the toilet isn't that hard, but fixing the shower, just call the repairman. Amania doesn't have anything better to do, so she will just go to a community lot and maybe try to check out some Sims. She seems to kind of like Dustin Sharp here, even though she had a pretty negative relationship with him because they apparently fought on a community lot once. Hey Claire. She looks so much like both of her parents. I guess they turned around and they are on a good way to actually liking each other. They just started on the wrong foot. Vancy is sick with a cold. She will probably get better when she goes to sleep. I almost forgot to give Amania the secondary aspiration. There you go. Okay, let's see what jobs are available now that it's past midnight. Law, not law enforcement. Vancy is healthy again. And it's medicine. Oh, she can be a level 5 in culinary? I mean, waitress doesn't really sound like halfway there, but... okay, I think she could be a waitress for a while. Like that sounds like a very realistic journey, that first you're a waitress or a waiter and then like it's your first job and then you pursue your like true career, let's say. Like, you know, go to LA and wait tables and then you're a movie star or something. Let's take it for now. And she broke the computer, of course. Okay, it's Tuesday and Alvin still hasn't had the want to propose. She wants to go on a date though. They could go on a date and date wants are freaking crazy, so he will very, very likely get a want of getting engaged. Morris just mastered creativity and he didn't even want it. Well, it doesn't really matter, he has the perma platinum anyway. How good are you at cooking right now? 5 points, that's decent. Oh wait, I forgot to show you the long side of the family. I only showed you Jamie, but there is also this side. Paxton is still alive. Hey Paxton. Hey Paxton will end soon. Actually, his husband is not alive anymore. So Tina and Tyning had Trinity, and Trinity is, she's still a teenager, but she is also close in age with Amania. Let me find my notes and tell you exactly. Trinity is 1 year younger than Amania. She's exactly the same age as Claire. I thought about it because Trinity actually called Morris to talk. Of course, Amania got the job in the middle of the week. which is pretty much always days off in the culinary career. Well, she can at least pay bills. Oh man. No! Stop this! Amania wants a charisma skill point. She is definitely not shy. She could have had popularity as secondary, really, now that I think about it. Even though she is still not very nice, even after the encouragement work. But she's not grouchy either, so it could have been, like, knowledge for the active and popularity for the outgoing, because those are the two very significant traits that she has. But, well, that's fine. I don't want to reset it now. Dude, do you really want to do it? Like, you're brushing your teeth, but it's actually taking a shower. So Vancy comes back at 8. I think they could go on a date at 8. Right when she comes back, and they will go to some kind of community lot. There isn't really a restaurant anywhere, but they could go to Grass Shopper for like coffee or something. You shouldn't really drink coffee that late, but, well, maybe they will just look at pets or something. That sounds like a nice date. They will want to just kiss and stuff anyway. Okay. Hi there. Ask on date. Hey Harley. Okay, jokes. And he doesn't want anything date related anymore. Let's make out and see what happens next. Oh, this is their first makeout. Or maybe his, because he's a townie, so he didn't get all of his memories. Although I have a mod for that. Never mind. Now she wants to woohoo. No one actually wants to get engaged. Yeah, she wants to make out again. Well, I think that's it. I am disappointed, I gotta say. I was pretty sure that this wand would appear. It usually appears when you don't want it. Obviously. Oh, Amania's elbow is back. She's holding it so that it doesn't disappear again. That was a very nice date. That was actually a dream date, but no engagement. But they can have a woohoo. Oh yeah, and he's going with the flowers. Okay, I thought he would spiral. Law enforcement. Amania could be a detective level 6. Wow. But this is for Alvin. Good info. She could be president level 7 in business. That would be her dad's work, definitely. It's Vancy's day off today. And I think when Alvin comes back from work, he will just propose. Vancy's parents will be very happy. I mean, you shouldn't really do things that only would make your parents happy and not necessarily you. But they won't be unhappy because of that, right? They could not get married, I guess, and just have a kid just being in a relationship. I will think about that, actually. Enix also didn't marry anyone. She didn't marry, right? So I guess if she has the romance aspiration as secondary, I already mentioned that she might have a little bit of commitment issues, so maybe they actually wouldn't get married. Maybe I will just make them a kid. Technically, they don't want a kid either, but like that's the main objective of a legacy challenge, right? So they kind of have to, but they don't have to get married. And if Alvin eventually rolls this wand to propose to her, he will just do that and she will probably say yes. So maybe let's just get her pregnant. And this won't just be a pregnancy, it will be a preg-fancy. That was really bad. Oh yeah. 2 secondary family sims. Beautiful. Alvin? Okay, I think he is actually spiraling with the flowers. Or maybe only if he doesn't have anything else to do, he will just constantly try to put the flowers in there. Law enforcement, patrol officer, level 3. That's fine. Influence someone to garden. You can easily do that with Vancy because she's into nature and she should do that anyway, I guess. Influence to garden. Okay, so I will unlock the wand of relative getting engaged for the elders because that might not happen, at least not in the nearest future. I'm thinking if maybe it's because they are in a committed relationship that is from a mod. Maybe they don't really recognize this as an opportunity to want to get engaged. That's possible. So he changed jobs already, so I think this is actually a pretty stable moment when they can try for a baby. Or have a baby. Maybe not try for it. They will technically try, but maybe it will just happen, you know? Yeah, Amania still has the fear to be uneducated. I already explained that probably more than once, but this is because of the mod that doesn't give them a memory of being uneducated if they don't go to college. Because I don't want them to cry over it and stuff. It's just coded like that whenever they don't go to college, they always freaking cry. And that might just be their decision. Not everyone has to go to university. Because of that mod, they are kind of in a limbo when it comes to educated or uneducated, you know? So they still can get the fear even when they're already adults. And she still has that fear, even though technically she went to college, but she doesn't have a memory of doing so because I also did that with a mod. She only has a degree, but she actually never went technically. So yeah, that's why it happens. And she will just have it for a while, probably. It will just keep rolling. Let's make that baby. Generation 9 is approaching. Okay, the fetus is more like a fetus because it's feeding on Vancy and she's super hungry. Oh my god, don't puke, you will get more hungry, don't die. No, okay, she actually didn't get more hungry because of that. Technically, it's not a fetus yet. Oh wait, it is. Keeps interrupting. Will she ever be able to eat? Hello? I want to eat. Alvin, are you serious? Oh, an omelette. Thank you, Dad. You're a lifesaver and, literally. I mean that literally. They are knowledge sims and Alvin also has secondary family, so he will go crazy about this baby. He will want to teach the toddler everything. And Vancy might want that too. Amania is finally going to work as a waitress. I think after today, if there's no education, I will just give it to her by a mod. Alvin, could you take a minute and just check if education is there? Oh, there is. Okay, cool. And he's not doing anything with the flowers anymore. That's good. Vancy is pregnant and home alone. But only for a while. Very short while. I will actually sell this. I think she will be in labor just when Alvin comes back from work, because he comes back at 11 p.m. I think that's about the time, so at least he will be here. Oh, wait! I forgot to get Enix's reward from work, but Morris has golf. And we can actually use it to learn charisma. And we can have it here, because this is kind of an empty spot. The slacker career comes with this plant thing, which technically Vancy could be into, but it's not really that great of a reward, honestly. So it's not a huge loss. I could unlock it for one sim and get it anyway, but as I said, I don't think it's actually worth it. Elementary school teacher level 4. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, thank you. Desk sergeant. He wasn't the patrol officer for a long time. That's okay. Oh, because he's actually overqualified for this job. So he will probably get another promotion pretty soon. What? But there are no restaurants on Basket Island. How did we get a coupon for... What? This is a reputation thing, right? I'm not sure, but well, if I ever build a restaurant here, then we can use it, I guess. It would make sense for Amania to get it because he worked in culinary, but I don't think it actually works like that in the game. Alvin? Oh, why did I lock this? I can't remember, but that was probably a while ago. And of course he took it back home. The trash. It's midnight already. Are you... Okay. So let's save it and let's run the bat box. And let's see what the baby looks like. Randomize sim generator. Yes. Okay. It's a girl with tan skin, brown hair, and light blue eyes. Where do the light blue eyes come from? Is it Brandy? Because Alvin has gray, right? Oh no, he actually has light blue eyes, so she will look a lot like him when it comes to colors, except the skin is a little bit darker. I actually like that the skin is still pretty dark. Okay, I came up with Shella. So it's like Sheila, but not really. And it's like Stella, but not really. And it could be a reference to the relic that we have in our house, which is the shell that Carvos found in the first generation, and people are still talking about it. I like it. I wanted to go with something connected to Stella because Alvin is into science, and Stella means star. Shella Genesee. Yeah, that works. Okay. So that will be it for today. In the next episode, we will find out what Shella looks like and her personality, because I didn't make her selectable to check that now. It is very possible that she will be as grouchy as her mom. Like, there's probably like 33% chance, because it can either come from Vancy or from Alvin or be randomized. I'm not sure if there are any certain percentages, but if I just count it evenly, it's 33.33333. So it's a pretty good chance, and I hope it doesn't happen. So as always, thank you for watching, like the video, and see you in the next one. Bye. I want you rise on me. I want you rise on me. I want you rise to see. I want someone to notice me. I wanna be your new victor.